and welcome to Centurions Corner, and today we are going to be looking at my collection update. So I'll say now, so this is what we've been collecting since May 2019, and it started off with Rex and a couple of clone troopers, like custom ones, so you will see all those as we go through shelf to shelf with the collection as well. Anything from Black Series, Marvel Legends, Lightning collection, which I'm just dabbing into as well, so there will be a varied thing and a few of what you will see, but all of it is what I've been collecting since starting with those first few clones. A disclaimer that the shelves are a little bit dusty. It's just a case of there's so many figures on the shelf that when I dust it down and put it back, and it would just prolong the video again and again, and a lot of people have been asking over that time, but it has been, I kind of keep pushing it off because every time I want to do it, I've got loads of reviews to do, I've got loads of things to do, and actually I'm right up to date with reviews. I've recorded, there's a couple more coming out of Power Rangers that will be coming out over the next few days after this video, but I'm actually physically up to date, so which is pretty cool. I haven't got every single figure out on display, so what I haven't got on display I will display on the table, and we'll pan across on that as well. So yeah, I guess without further ado, let's check out the collection. So starting from the top shelf, I just got a few Gentle Giant and a few helmets here and a few other little bits that revolve around Star Wars, but with our first Black Series figure of General Grievous, and that's my Stormtrooper from back in the day when I was part of the 501st. This shelf is what I call my droid shelf. It's a little bit of a mishmash. There's a custom there that was sent to me by R. David, and it's always been part of my cherished collection there. A few little droids 3D printed, and a few other little ones there, and the Republic Commandos and the C-3POs all been customed as well, and obviously with our Bandai kits of the astromechs as well. So it's quite a nice little shelf, a bit of an odd one. I can't really put much on there because it's quite small. And then going down to one of the main collections that got this channel where it is today is my clone collection. All these are customs. You might just see a few releases there which were standard releases, but most of these are actually custom clone troopers. All the 501st boys, from the Attack of the Clones even to the crossover ones that you see there. So yeah, really cherished with these guys, fantastic, love them to bits, and just who can you name? Put them down in the comments down below, and yeah, which is your favourite? So now working down, this is what I call the hero shelf. This is the Lukes, the Leias, the Hans, the Chewie, Landos, and all things Rebel related basically. So this shelf is what I call the Denizens of the universe. It's all of scum, bounty hunters, smugglers, and whatever else that doesn't really fit with any other sort of like Empire or Rebel. So it's a lot of the Mandalorian figures here, a lot of the bounty hunters from Empire Strikes Back, the Solo story, there's Hondo, Jango Fett, and others as well along this one. So it's actually pretty cool, but it's actually getting taken up now mainly by Mandalorians, which seem to be pouring out of our pores now. Falling down underneath the heroes, we're obviously going to have the baddies, and this is the Empire shelf, so all the officers and all the other troopers and stuff across the whole eras. So going down to the last shelf on the actual Black Series, and this is what I call like the sort of prequel shelf. It's mainly the Jedis, a few bounty hunters as well that appeared in the Clone Wars, and the reason why they're on the bottom shelf is because they have lightsabers, and if they tend to fall off the shelf, they haven't got far to drop, they're actually going to break the lightsabers. So that's why they're on the bottom ones down there. And let's go on to the next. So on the other bookcase we have my sort of like miscellaneous shelf, I guess, in a way. I've got a couple He-Man, Fortnite. We've got the Carbonite of Han Solo, doesn't really fit on the actual shelves of the collection. The Bandai Scout Trooper and a couple of G.I. Joes, because I haven't got many a lot and they're just sitting on the top shelf. So this side has mainly got Marvel Legends on here with a bit of Black Series. These guys sit on the top because obviously there's not a lot of room. I can fit these guys, and even this shelf now is getting so full of these big boys. So the Clone Love don't stop there. This side is mainly Phase 2. You can see a few Phase 1s of my crossovers, Captain America, Iron Man and Power Rangers, but most of the other stuff is actually Phase 2, and obviously the Bad Batch crew. So now we're going into my new pride and joy, which is the Marvel shelves, and this is my Spider-Man shelf. Got the Ben Reillys, Black Cats, anything that's in the Spider universe, and mainly the Spider-Man retro line as well, stays on this shelf. So this next shelf is actually more of the heroes. This is all the Avengers and other types, Fantastic Four, which is basically not the Spider universe. So we've got plenty of heroes, and now this is the villain shelf. As you can see, it's growing. I haven't got any of those tier shelf things on here yet, and I still need to go out and get some of those. But at the moment it's not too cluttered, so it's actually fine at the moment. It will do. And this is the bottom shelf. Again, I'm not too sure what I need to do this until my collection starts getting bigger. So we've got a few of the multiverse DC ones here. We've got some NECA, and also we've got some old TNT. So again, this will branch out in the future once the shelves get a little bit fuller with Marvel Legends. So unfortunately these guys haven't got room on the shelf, and it is the sequels. And actually getting these guys out, I kind of realised actually I quite like some of these troopers. I really like the Sith Trooper. I really like the gold captain and the red captain as well. This Captain Phasma, I've done a nice shiny chrome pen over the top of it. So actually some of these figures are not too bad. They don't see the day of light, unfortunately. They do sit in a box, but it's nice to get them out occasionally. So we've got a little bit of NECA here as well. And now we're going into my new love that we've got onto the channel. I'm collecting the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So some of these still need reviewing, but it's quite nice to have them. We've got the diorama set that we're doing on the channel at the moment. Another G.I. Joe of Storm Shadow, Captain Phasma, and a little bit more NECA. And that is us completed. So there we have it, my whole entire collection of Star Wars Black Series and everything that we've been collecting on the channel. Everything isn't there. I've got a few things that are in the fodder box, which will probably hit the channel at some point anyway, because they're all going to be turning into customs. But yeah, lo and behold, it has taken me a little while to get to this stage and to film it to you guys, but I think it's quite a nice now. I've actually got a bookcase on this side beforehand. It was a horrible thing, and that's why it kind of took me a while to get around to this bit. So I've actually all done it now, LEDs, and I'm actually quite surprised, quite pleased with the background, if you like to say. But and it wouldn't be anything compared to you guys to keep egging me on and keep going and enjoying the content. So again, thank you so much for everything that you have given me, and just welcome me into the community as well. So absolutely thank you. So please like the video, subscribe, ding the bell, and I guess we'll be elaborating the collection further afield. So thank you once again. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.